Are you like many women and you seem to be doing everything right, but you can't seem to lose that stubborn belly fat or body fat? Well, you're not alone, and I'm here to help. Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a health and lifestyle coach, and today I am going to share with you 5 reasons why you are probably not losing that weight and how we can fix that so we can live our happiest, healthiest life. I do want to say that I do offer one-on-one coaching, so if you want a more personalized approach on healing your body and living your best life, there is a link in the comments or the description and in my bio as well, and I would love to help you. But let's get into today's video. So one of the first reasons why you may not be losing body fat, and that is hormones. As we approach perimenopause, which typically starts around our mid-30s, our hormones are starting to decline. Estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone are naturally declining. Cortisol starts to raise, and that is our stress hormone. Factors that play a part into our cortisol raising is that our body in perimenopause is naturally more sensitive to stressors. So lack of sleep, over-exercising, outside factors obviously like relationships, finances, jobs, all those things. Those all play a huge part in our stress, and our body, like I said, is just more sensitive to that. And when our body is with high cortisol, it's holding onto fat and breaking down muscle. So to combat this, we would need to reduce our stress. Easier said than done, I know you're thinking that. So I want to give you guys some pointers on how we can reduce the stress in our life so that our body can be calmer and it can start to release that body fat. So the first thing we need to do is prioritize sleep. We need more rest. Our body needs to recover from everything that it is going through each day. So another way that we can release stress is finding activities such as meditation, walking, reading, things that make you feel happy, that don't take a lot of time, that you don't need to go outside and add more stress. You can just do at home and work into your daily routine. That will help tremendously as well. But the key is allowing your body and your mind to rest and recover, and that will help your body start to reduce the cortisol and release the fat. So reason number 2 why you might not be losing that fat, and that is poor gut health. If your gut is inflamed, your metabolism is slowing down, and a lot of women don't even realize that they're dealing with gut inflammation. Poor gut health is causing less nutrient absorption, causing you to feel sluggish, and also a lot of food cravings. You might be craving things and just feeling never satisfied. Those are all signs of poor gut health. Other signs are bloating, brain fog, fatigue, food sensitivity. So poor gut health can also cause something known as leptin resistance. And what leptin resistance is actually leptin is your hormone that tells you when you're full. And when you're resistant to that, your body doesn't get that cue that it's full. So if you find yourself like constantly feeling hungry, that could be leptin resistance. So to heal your gut, it's going to require a gut health protocol. And in summary, it's basically reducing a lot of the inflammatory foods and just eating a very simple, clean diet while we are letting our body reset and recover, and then we'll slowly reintroduce foods to, 1, see if you have a sensitivity, and 2, to let your body get used to each food as it is getting reintroduced. It is a process, but it can be done, and it feels so good when you have a healthy gut. It's going to improve your skin, improve your energy, and obviously reduce your belly fat. So number 3 is that you're not eating enough protein. This one I can say personally for me and changed my body dramatically the easiest. You just need to increase your protein. I would say at minimum 120 grams of protein a day for women. It is so vital for our hormone health and our muscle growth. Lean muscle helps us burn fat. It also helps us as we age to age gracefully, but to continue to be able to be independent, especially as we enter our elderly years. Having lean muscle on your body is so important, and to help with that, you need to eat protein. To increase your protein intake, it's really focusing on good protein sources, whole sources from meat, eggs, cheese. These are great ways to get that protein in your diet. Vegetables and grains can have protein in them. They're not as bioavailable as meat and dairy items, but they are also, a good source as well. My tip for you though would be to start calculating each meal and how much protein you are having with each meal. You are probably gonna notice you're well under eating the 120 grams recommendation, and by adding maybe one more egg with your breakfast, some cottage cheese on the side, maybe some Greek yogurt. Making dressings out of Greek yogurt is a great way to add some extra protein when you're making things like salads or sauces. But calculating your protein with each meal is definitely going to make you aware of what you are eating and focusing on adding more of the protein into your meals. Okay, reason number 4, which also goes with reason number 3, and that is strength training, because it helps you build that lean muscle as you are eating your protein. I am definitely an advocate for steady state cardio. Ideally, I feel like walking in perimenopause and in menopause is ideal for cardio. You don't need to run, you don't need to go on Stairmaster or do some crazy workouts. You can just do simple walks, and that is going to give you amazing results. But we need to build lean muscle as we age, because that is going to combat muscle atrophy as well as osteoporosis. Lean muscle is also going to replace that body fat, and it's going to help your metabolism be faster and stronger. You can eat more. That's a plus. You can eat more when you're building that lean muscle. You're gonna notice that difference in your body when you are doing resistance training and lifting weights. That is where the transformation really happens. Nutrition, diet is definitely key to leaning out your body, but you would like to have some lean muscle underneath to keep you strong and build that metabolism up. Also, it helps your hormones and your mental health as well. When you are exercising, you are actually producing a hormone that is called the happy hormone. It's a molecule that is in our body that is known as the happy hormone. So working out, building muscle, it's all going to be a positive effect on your body and your mind. And reason number 5, and that is chronic inflammation. You might be eating healthy, but those foods aren't working for you. That is where things like an elimination diet and healing your gut are going to play a huge part. But we are going to notice that we are more sensitive to inflammation as we are getting older, and that definitely is going to cause us to feel bigger, hold on to body fat, and just puffier in general. Inflammation makes losing body fat harder because we are increasing insulin resistance. And a lot of these common offenders are things like grains, processed sugars, seed oils. These things are not good for our body, and they are definitely causing inflammation in our bodies that make it just harder to lose body fat. A lot of people will buy into things that are marketed as healthy, like oat milks and protein bars and things like that, but the ingredients are not healthy, and they are full of inflammatory ingredients that are obviously causing that inflammation in our body and making it harder for us to heal. It's also adding stress to our body. Inflammation is such a huge deal, and we can reduce that. To reduce inflammation, we're going to want to do an anti-inflammatory diet, and that could be something starting off with an elimination diet that is also healing your gut, and then reintroducing foods, but meanwhile focusing on lean meat, wild-caught food like salmons and other fish, as well as increasing berries and healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and butter. So those are 5 reasons why you aren't losing that stubborn body fat. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me any comments or questions below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I would love for you to share this with other women in your life who may be dealing with the same thing. They may find this helpful as well. And I hope to see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.